going on, everybody? Got a lure review coming at you this week. It's going to be the Excalibur lipless crankbaits. These are the XR50s. I've got the one knockers and just the regular standard rattling ones. So let's go ahead and do the full review. Okay, guys, so Excalibur. Excalibur, in my opinion, makes one of the best lipless crankbaits, rattlebaits, rattle traps, whatever you want to call them, that you can get, especially for the price. They are very loud, and they're durable, and they have a great style to them. They're only like $7, but I mean they're right on par with some of the more expensive ones that are out there. You have the VMC inline TX3 hooks. You have, since this is the XR50 or the XRK50, like I said, I have the one knocker and the regular rattling ones. They have a dimension of 2.5 inches, weighing at 5/8 of an ounce. They are sinking. They have a number 4 treble hook on the front and a number 6 on the back. So let's make sure we get that in the camera there. Black nickel. The regular standard XR50s, they don't have, they just say XR50 right on the bottom here. Let me see if I can get a focus on it. It's not focusing on it very well. There we go. But the one knockers, they actually have that little black circle with the K, and then they also say right on the bottom XRK50. You can't really see it that well on this one. You might be able to see it a little bit better on this one. XRK50. Anyway, so they have a variety of colors. I'm going to focus on this one a little bit just because you can kind of see through it. It's got several different chambers in here. It's got a chamber here, a chamber up here, a chamber right here, a chamber right here, a chamber right here. The chamber in the back here has 2 ball bearings in it. This chamber right here has a piece of lead. And then this chamber right here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 ball bearings in it. The one with this dot on it. And then this chamber right here has another piece of lead in it. And then this chamber right up here is just empty. They have the 3D red eyes, shad dot. They have etched scale pattern on them, raised gill plates. Like I already showed you, this shows the name right on the bottom. And just an overall very, very durable bait. It's one of the baits I fish the most. If I had to pick 2 baits to fish all the time, it would probably be this and a jig. I catch so many fish on this because it's such a versatile bait. I'm going to go through the colors here with you real quickly. This color that I'm holding in my hand is just called Ghost. This color right here is Pearl Melon. And this color, which I catch a ton of bass on in the late summer, Rayburn Red. It's just like a crawdad pattern. And then my favorite by far, the Foxy Shad pattern. I had one of these. I just lost it today because I didn't retie my line at Shasta Lake. I threw it out there. It was so beat up, had an eye missing, and it was still catching fish. And I went and I casted it, long bomb cast, and it just snapped the line right off. I was fishing near a bunch of rocks, and I just made a rookie mistake and didn't retie. But anyway, I had another one. This is Foxy Shad. This one here is just called Crawdad. I haven't had crawdad for very long. I'll probably start fishing this one in the late spring, more towards the summer. And this color right here is citrus shad. Citrus shad has kind of got a holographic side to it. The other ones are pretty plain in their finish, but this one's like holographic pearl right here on the side. You can kind of see the different colors in it. Like I said, I have caught a lot of fish on these. I'll post a couple of pictures of a couple of the more notable ones that I caught on these. I caught a fish on this yesterday. He choked it so far down that when I reeled him in, I couldn't see the bait coming out of his mouth. All I saw was line coming out of his lips, and his mouth was closed all the way down on it. I opened up his mouth, and that front hook right there was wedged all the way down his throat. And I didn't take a picture of it because I was kind of concerned that I wasn't going to be able to get it out. But I have another picture similar to it of one that I caught this last spring or this last summer, of a bass just choking down these things. So they love them. They have great finishes. They don't chip very easily at all, if at all. What does happen is because they're a rattle bait, this thing comes up and it'll smack the side of it. And it'll start scratching it, but the scratches are very, very light, and you can only really feel them. You can't see them, you can just feel them. But it doesn't even matter because the fish, they still love them. I'm going to go ahead and get a measurement out of the way for you. So, just a straight measurement of 2.5 inches without the ring. And then with the ring, it's just over 2 5/8. I would just call it 2 5/8. So, now the sound of these things, very, very loud. Here's the rattling version. And then you have the one knocker version, which is my favorite. Just the real dull. And it's a tungsten one knocker that's in there. So it's just one big ball bearing, tungsten bearing that's in there, and it's just knocking from side to side. Very, very cool. So check these things out, you guys. Those of you that have had complaints about the Strike King stuff, I know the Strike King Red Eye Shad is probably the most sought after rattle bait, that and the Bill Lewis. But I'm telling you guys, one of the biggest complaints about Strike King Red Eye Shads are that they pretty much fall apart. They scratch very easily, they chip very easily, they just don't hold up under the rigors of bass fishing. You catch a couple fish and they're pretty much done. And like I said, I wish I had that one bait to show you how well these things hold up. I was really bummed. Even though it was missing an eye, I have caught dozens and dozens and dozens of fish, and other than the missing eye that was on it, it looked perfect. It looked just like this one. It was rough because it caught a lot of fish, but I mean, I'm telling you guys, check these things out. They're only $1 more than the Red Eye Shads, maybe $1.50. You're not going to lose out on them. So check them out. Thanks for watching. Have another review for you coming out next week. Stay tuned.